What's up guys, today we're playing some Eldrazi ramp featuring Icetill Explorer in Modern. So Icetill Explorer is one of the new Edge of Eternity cards. I've been dying to try it in this deck. I think it synergizes really well with what this deck is trying to do. We're trying to ramp, trying to combo off with Harrogast and Emrakul. So Icetill Explorer is kind of like a pseudo ramp card. You can play an additional land on each of your turns, and you can play them from your graveyard, which is awesome against all of the land destruction you're going to see. So because we're testing this card, we are playing the complete set. I think in the future, you may go down to 2 to 3, but today we're going to try 4. Since we are playing Icetill Explorer and we're trying to play a lot of lands, get them back from the graveyard, we are running 2 Ghost Quarter. So these ramp lists can run Ghost Quarter by themselves, but we're especially running 2 just to complement the Explorer. In addition to Ghost Quarter, we have the Sanctum of Ugin, which we can get back, Shifting Woodland we can get back, Commercial District for Surveil, Bojuka Bog is a flex land with Sowing Mecha Spawn, good against graveyard decks, you can get that, you can fetch that out. And then, of course, we're running the Eldrazi Temples and Ugin's Labyrinth. We're ramping with Utopia Sprawl, Malevolent Rumble, and Talismans. We have the Kozilek's Return for board wipes. And then we have our combo pieces with Emerging Harrogast from Sowing Mecha Spawn or Icetill, and then Emerging Emrakul and just winning the game that way. Moving on to our sideboard, we have 2 Dismember for extra creature removal, 3 Magus of the Moon for Eldrazi decks or Titan, our 4th Kozilek's Return for sweepers, Force of Vigor and Wastegate Battle Mage mainly for artifacts and enchantments, 2 Grafdigger's Cage for graveyard decks, Disruptor Flute for activated abilities, Solar Shayla for graveyard decks, and Storm, and then Trinisphere for combo decks. So that's just a quick overview of our Eldrazi ramp deck featuring the new Icetill Explorer. Before we get into the video, I want to talk to you guys about becoming a YouTube channel member. You'll get access to a lot of cool perks like loyalty badges, cool emotes, and early access to videos like this one. Also, we are a Mana Traders content creator, so if you want to save up to 25% on your first subscription, all that information is in the description below. So if you want to see more Eldrazi content like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and let's get in the gameplay. Alright, match 1 on the play. And this hand's a little slow. We do have the Eldrazi Temple with Kozilek's Command. We can Surveil on turn 1. If this is a creature matchup, Kozilek's Command's good. We do have the Icetill, so I'm going to keep based off of all that. It's not the greatest, we don't have like a Mana Rock or Ugin's Lab, but I like that we have these 3. So let's lead off on a Windswept Heath. We can Surveil turn 1 and kind of see what we want to do next turn. Alright, opponent just plays Bloodstained Mire and passes, so this could be anything. We got a Commercial District, Emrakul. We'll graveyard that, don't really want that right now. Draw another Temple, so let's play that. Next turn we can maybe get a good K command, end of turn, depending on if they play a creature. They Surveil. Most likely Reanimator. So we have Kozilek's Command, that will probably save for that. Kozilek's Return, persist. Kozilek's Return's not very good here. We do have the command in case they put an Archon to the yard. They shock in Watergrave, main phase Thought Scour, and they do nothing else. So they could have an Oculus in hand. We draw Harrogast, play Temple. We're really doing nothing. I guess we're just gonna either play for ourselves, end of turn Kozilek's Command, scry draw, make spawn. Then we can World Breaker into Harrogast if we want. Or Icetill, get back Windswept Heath if we ever draw a Ghost Quarter. We would love for them to go for like an Archon play, but it's probably just Oculus. But they are looting right now, so then they can't cast Oculus this turn. So I think we kind of have to make the move. We can't just wait for them to bin something. They bin double Fatal Push. So at least our Icetills are safe, because they could totally kill that with Scalding Tarn. Really hoping they don't have a Spell Pierce. It's a 1 of in the deck, so if they have it, like... Alright, they did not have it. We find a whole lot of nothing. Bottom, bottom, bottom. Talisman of Impulse. Another Kozilek's Command's really good. So how do we want to do this? So they probably have Oculus in hand, which they can cast, but we can always Kozilek's Command before it does anything, so it's not that big of a deal. We don't really have any lands to play for Icetill other than... So if we play Icetill, we can play Windswept Heath. Let's see if we want to... So we could play World Breaker. We don't have double red, though, for the Emerge. I really don't want to play World Breaker, because then we tap out of Kozilek's Command. Let's just play the Icetill, and then we can play Windswept Heath. They crack Scalding Tarn. I wonder if they have a 3rd Fatal Push. They Surveil. See if the push is here. I mean, they've been 2, so I can't imagine them having a 3rd, right? Wow, they do have the 3rd. Alright, that's fine. Was not expecting that. They keep it on top. I'm just going to pass and then hold up Kozilek's Command. We can scry draw, make spawn again, and then kind of pop off next turn. I think it's fine to play a little bit conservative because this is like a pseudo all or nothing combo deck. Thought Scour. There's the Archon. And the 1 of the Spell Pierce. Let's see if they have the, they have to have it, right? They've been doing nothing. There it is. Let's fetch, get a forest. I'm going to keep the 1 spawn token, just in case this is the double Spell Pierce version. I think it's fine to be conservative here. So we're going to make spawn and exile 4 cards. 1, 2, 3. We're going to do 3 cards, my bad. 1, 2. We would do 4 if we use the spawn token. But we'll take the conservative route just in case, so we don't just lose on the spot. Alright, make the spawn. Another Talisman. We should have got a Stomping Ground maybe. Let's see. Let's play Talisman. I think this is fine. Either Red Source, play World Breaker, play another Talisman. Alright, so we just have to hope that they don't bin another Archon. They end of turn Thought Scour. They have 1 Persist in the yard. They have 2 left. 2 Persists left, 3 Archons left. Here comes an Oculus, which is fine. We have the Kozilek's Return. We have Hergest, if we can ever draw into a big creature. Emperor of Bones. So they bin Emperor of Bones, so this must be pretty good. We draw the Kozilek's Command, which is awesome. Let's attack. See if they want to double block. Alright, nothing. So we're gonna Kozilek's Return. Oh god, I used double red here, my bad. Yeah, I used double red. I wanted to Kozilek's Return and Hergest. We could make a huge Kozilek's Command and trigger that, I guess. It was an Oculus, damn, okay. So we got the Oculus out. But yeah, tapping like that, we just ruin the Hergest line. But we also don't want to pitch Kozilek's Command, so it's not the biggest deal. So we could do it for 5. I'm just gonna pass. Probably do this end of turn. I just don't want to get got by another Persist or Psychic Frog. I'm gonna attack with that. Alright, let's exile, scry draw. We could take 5 and hope that they don't discard Archon, play a land, and then persist it. That would feel pretty bad. Oh, okay. Bottom, 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 bottom. They unearth Oculus. Okay. That's fine because we have Psychic Frog to Emrakul out. They manifest. Draw Ugin's Lab. So this costs 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So let's just play this out. Put Hergest underneath for now. And then we can always just bring it back. 4, 5, 6. Alright, and they scooped that. We could just trigger that. They would get rid of their frog, and then we can't kind of mess with them, but Emrakul is just pretty hard to deal with. All right, so against Grixis Reanimator, I think it's fine that we kind of take the conservative plan how we did. We don't have to, like, rush it. We have Cage, Soulless Jailer. They can't really deal with these. Disruptor Flute's actually pretty solid. We could just name Persist. Kozilek's Return is decent-ish. Dismember's really good. Actually, Kozilek's Return is pretty medium. That's It's good on the crackback, but other than that, it's not the greatest. Especially because we have all of this we're going to bring in. They are a combo deck. I don't mind shaving on the top end slightly. Maiku Spawn can get Bojuka Bog. I'm aboard like that. We do have the Dismember. We do have the Bog. Not the greatest otherwise. If they have a Frog, then this is pretty good. Turn 1, Utopia Sprawl. Turn 2, Talisman into Dismember. We'll try it. This is as long as they don't like turn 2 Persist Us hand. You could always mulligan maybe once for a Cage or something. They also run a set of Thoughtseize, so you don't want to mulligan too much, because they could just Thoughtseize us and take the Cage. Faithless Looting. If they've been an Archon here, we're just going to Bog. If they're casting Faithless Looting on turn 1, they most likely have an Oculus or an Archon. Otherwise, they shouldn't do this. Oh, they didn't bin anything. Interesting. They've been a Thought Scour and a Frog. That's kind of weird. So we'll take the conservative route here and play Utopia Sprawl. Polluted Delta. Yeah, we're really hoping to cheese them with a Bojuka Bog. Oh, they unearth Frog. Okay. I guess that's something. Hergest. So they could discard their whole hand to save Frog, which I guarantee you they would. So let's play Wooded Foothills, Talisman. Kind of annoying. We don't have anything for this unless they discard more of their hand. They crack Delta. And they shock in Water Grave for Spell Pierce. That's fine. Stops our ramp, but it would have gotten our 3. Okay, we'll just do this now then. So because they cast Spell Pierce, we can dismember this now. Let's get a Stomping Ground. We're going to take a lot of damage, but it's worth it. Hoping they don't have another Unearth or Persist. Alright, Raucous Theater. They do keep it on top. Emperor of Bones. And they eat Talisman. Your hand's pretty slow. Kozilek's Command, pretty good. Guess we'll play Shifting Woodland and pass. They did keep a card on top, so it could be a reanimation effect, which we can stop with Kozilek's Command. But we have no colorless mana. That's the only downside. They cast Faithless Looting. A little punished for not drawing any temples and them countering the one colorless spell. They don't discard anything important. Nah, Thoughtseize. So they're going to take Kozilek's Command now. They take Worldbreaker. Oh, that's cool. So they can Emperor of Bones it. Yeah, it's going to be tough to get out of this. Emperor of Bones. They're not going to be able to kill any lands, but it's still 9 damage. If they wanted to do that, they should have just taken Hergest. Down to 4. We'll take a draw step. Icetill. We'll play it. Play Bojuka Bog. Play Wooded Foothills. Again, unfortunately, we have no colorless mana for this. So this is just going to have to chump. They eat the Icetill. We'll just Surveil. Ghost Quarter. Another Kozilek's Command. Oh, another land. Not really what we need. I guess we can turn this into something. Let's play land pass. We have Delirium, right? Creature, Kozilek's Ghost Quarter, yeah. My draws are not lining up. Let's do this with this on the stack. Oh wait, I tapped. Oh no, I tapped it. My bad. Alright. It's fine, it's fine. So they have Emperor Bones, they have Frog. Maybe like 1 or 2 is good against, but like, it's hard to say. We should just be able to overrun them. I guess the Kozilek's returns are good. It like makes them do stuff. Out like a Disruptor Flute. I'll try that. On the play for game 3. Alright, we'll definitely keep this hand. We have Ugin's Lab with World Breaker. Turn 1 Cage. Even if they Thoughtseize us, we have both of these. Play Cage. So if they don't have a graveyard hand, then we get to kill like their Frog and everything else with this. This is definitely a much better hand than our second game. Hoping for no Thoughtseize. We'd love to get this Kozilek's command off. Alright, looks like a Thought Scour, which doesn't matter. Play Temple and pass. So this stops Oculus and Persist and Unearth. They can always hard cast an Oculus, so that's something to consider. But we're just going to focus on us and ramp with Kozilek's command, unless they play like a Frog or something. So they went to go do something and then they didn't. So we could Kozilek's command X equals 2. It gets Spell Pierced. Then we just Surveil, hold up Dismember. I'm just going to chill. Utopia Sprawl. Let's just Utopia Sprawl. Red. Again, we can kind of be patient here. See if they have end of turn stuff. Yeah, so they were going to cast something. They're definitely holding up interaction. They also might have Consign. They run 4 Consign. Psychic Frog. Okay. So let's Kozilek's command this. They'll probably Consign it, which is fine. And then we'll just Dismember it. Alright, they crack. But we can't really Dismember because they'll have 5 cards in hand. Here's the Consign though. Commercial District. I'll Surveil. Ugin's Lab to the graveyard. So we can bring Worldbreaker back next turn. Alright, they Surveil. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But Emperor of Bones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I feel like they have an Oculus, which sucks because then we have to choose between the two. Take 1. I mean, I'd love for them to tap out. Yeah, here's the Oculus. Just fine, we'll just Dismember it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can return Worldbreaker to hand. Soulless Jailer. A little overkill, but it's okay. Get a Forest. Cast Worldbreaker. Eat the red source. And this has Reach, so we're pretty solid here. And then we'll just play out Soulless Jailer for good measures. They have 6 cards in hand though, which is pretty crazy. Hopefully it's just like all Persist and Unearth. Thought Scour. Soulless Jailer also gets hit by Fatal Push, but they probably boarded all 4 out. Alright, they just pass. Draw Heragast. The tough part is I really don't want to emerge this if they just have Consign. Because they can Consign the draw trigger and the Heragast, which would be disastrous. So let's cast Soulless Jailer. Kind of need them to like tap out. We'll just chill. We have to draw like some interaction on our turn. Oh, they are attacking. We are going to block. I guess they're just going to discard a lot. Put an Archon to the yard. This is fine. Persist, Psychic Frog, Thoughtseize. I'm surprised they didn't like cast like more frogs or at least Thoughtseize. Like we're just chilling here. Another Persist. Yeah, they're going all in on Frog. So this is a 7/8. They have 1 card in hand. Unfortunately, it's probably like a Consign and we just lose. So we can bring back Worldbreaker, get rid of a Forest. Let's see what we draw. There's Temple. They have 1 card in hand. We're gonna make them have the Consign. Alright, we'll cast Worldbreaker. They 1,000,000% have it though. There's no way that they would like keep just 1 card and it's not that. There it is. Shocker. Yeah, Consign's so good. Like obviously, right? That's why everyone runs 4. You just have to hope that they don't draw it, but they've drawn 2. They've drawn, I mean, for having this and just winning off a Frog, that's why this deck's really good. They don't need much. They're attacking for 7, maybe 8, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No. We can emerge off Soulless Jailer, which is probably what we're going to do. We're going to get hit for 7 minimum. See if they want to discard. They chose not to. So we're going to look to dodge a Consign. Kozilek's Return. So we're going to emerge here. Let's see if they have the Consign. Doesn't look like they do. We're going to discard Kozilek's Return. We draw Kozilek's Command. Just not enough. Play the Talisman. And then we're going to pass, chump with this, and just hope that we can get there. We're going to just have a huge Kozilek's Command. Hope that they don't have a Consign. That's pretty much the name of the game. They've used 2 already, so they have 2 left. Faithless Looting. They're digging. 1 card in hand. Alright, they attack. We jump. Oh, they're casting something. Oh, main phase. Second main phase, Emperor of Bones. Icetill. So we're gonna eat the Frog. We have to get rid of Emperor of Bones, because that's gonna kill us. Both of these are gonna kill us. So we kind of have to Kozilek's Command, Scry Draw, kill Frog. Looking for another removal spell for Emperor of Bones. If we do this, 1, 2, 3, 4, that sets us up to find another one. The fact that they found the Emperor is pretty annoying. Stay done. So we gotta find something here. Dismember is good enough. Bottom, bottom, bottom. Wish we had black mana. We're gonna go to 2 and pass the turn. So they have 0 cards in hand. We have Icetill with Ghost Quarter, so we can kind of go nuts there. We just gotta hope they don't draw anything. They Thought Scour. Get a redraw. They've been 2 lands. That's really good. Alright, they do nothing. We draw a land. Green, green. Cast Icetill. Gonna Ghost Quarter them. We're just going to keep bringing back Ghost Quarter. They have 2 basics, or 3 basics, I think. They should have an island here. Okay, no island. No plays. They have 1 blue mana. Oh no, they found an Emperor. So they eat the Archon. Oh, we draw Devour. Because they don't have enough lands, they can't actually cast it. So that's actually insane. So now we get to exile the Emperor before it gets to actually cast this. That's hilarious. Then we can play Ghost Quarter, eat their blue source, play Ghost Quarter, eat their swamp. We got 3 minutes left. That's plenty of time, right? Now they're stuck on 1 land. We'll pass the turn. Down to 10. Damn, and we get there. That was a lot closer than I would have liked, but Grafdigger's Cage really pulled its weight. Same with Icetill and Ghost Quarter lock. Jesus. All right, match 2 on the draw. And this hand sucks. We have double Emrakul, 4 lands, and some removal. Let's mulligan. This is a 1-lander? Ugh. We have Wooded Foothills for Surveil, Talisman, Kozak's Command. We have Rumble. We have a bunch of looks. Let's try it. Really don't want to go to 5. This is like a serviceable hand with the Surveil land here and being on the draw. Pretty medium hand with just the Foothills though. Leyline Axe. All right, so we're up against Hammer. Definitely not a good Hammer hand. Looks like Boros Hammer. Oh, we draw a land. Okay. So they're going to be playing Border Posts, trying to amp up for Leyline Axe. Unfortunately, we don't have Karn. We do have Force of Vigor, Battle Mage, Dismember, maybe Flute, Sanctum of Ugin. Yeah, this might be a balanced deck. I forget what this is. Like, I've seen this before. I just can't... Oh, that's what it is. Metalwork Colossus. Yeah, I mean, we're getting turn 2'd here. Is there any way we can beat a 10-10? I don't think so. All right, they got the combo. So we want Force of Vigor, Battle Mage. I don't think we want Kozak's Return. I don't think we want Dismember. Disruptor Flute, maybe. And try that. All right, on the play for game 2. This deck is really weak to combo decks, that's for sure. We have turn 1 Talisman, but it's just 1 land. God. All right, let's mulligan. We have Devour, Utopia Sprawl, Ramp, go back, Emrakul, reveal Devour. Not even sure what we're looking for. Maybe Force of Vigor, Disruptor Flute. We don't need. Do we need any of this? I'm gonna say no. Wooded Foothills, Forest. At least they didn't start with Leyline Axe. Utopia Sprawl. We do need colorless mana though. That is something we do need. So like maybe keeping Talisman for that. They play Vista. All right, they play Pithing Needle after a few minutes of deliberation. They name Misty. Jesus. Okay, well, that's actually really sad. We'll just pass. Can't believe they named Misty. It's a fair name because we played Foothills and not Misty. Border Post. Border Post. I guess we're just going to name Metalwork Colossus. 7. They can't cast it right now. We'll just flute it though. Name Metalwork. Draw Hergest. Yeah, on top of not drawing well, this is just... It's all going bad. All going downhill. No Eldrazi mana. Eldrazi Temple would be the best draw. Or just Ugin's Lab. They play Sanctum of Ugin into Mox Opal. Into Metalwork. Oh, Leyline Axe. Okay. They should have more than enough for Metalwork Colossus. Stomping Ground. Yeah, it's crazy the one Pithing Needle just happened to name Misty Rainforest is screwing us. They cast EE on 2 to blow up Disruptor Flute. We draw another Misty. That's so sad. This rarely happens. Like, that's one reason to differentiate your fetch lands. But again, this is like 1 in 1,000 or something like that. They equip Lightning Axe. I guess they don't have the Metalwork? I don't know why they would blow up Disruptor Flute if they didn't have it. Talisman. Could just get rid of this now. Maybe we like don't really care about this. I don't know. I'll play out Misty just in case we ever end up blowing up this needle. But this just getting in for 2 damage is like not the biggest deal. Okay, they pump that. They have 3 cards in hand. This is going to be 4 damage. Oh, we actually can't even get rid of this. We don't have the colorless. God. We will have it once we cast Microspawn though. Oh, we draw the Temple. That's actually really good. So let's kick a Microspawn. Eat the Sanctum of Ugin. Finally get a good draw here with the Temple. Get another Temple. Now we can at least chump here. Maybe we don't even care. We can take it and then just emerge. But we want to Kozak's Command this. I guess as long as they don't draw Metalwork Colossus, we'll see. They have something. Blood Moon. Alright, that's fine. They can't attack. I guess they could have with this. At least these tap for mana now, which is kind of funny. We draw the Impulse. Okay. That's actually like huge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cast Devour. Eat the Blood Moon. We'll just pass. It does make it so that Misty doesn't tap for mana anymore, but now we unlock the Eldrazi Temples. Unless they have another one. They do, okay. Again, not the biggest deal. We have Kozak's Command, we have Emerge. So let's cast Kozak's Command first. Ugin's Lab. Kozak's Command, Scry Draw, make Spawn. Do we want to leave up red? Probably, right? Let's see. We don't care about the Eldrazi. Yeah, we'll leave up 2 red for Emerge. There's an Emrakul. Bottom. What's this cost? 9. All right, so we're going to emerge, sacrifice here. We're going to say no on the ability. And then we can emerge here for 4 mana, cast Emrakul, target them. So yeah, as long as they don't have the turn 2 Colossus, we could maybe get there. It was kind of weird that they blew up our flute and didn't have like a follow-up plan. Rumble. Let's cast Rumble. Metalwork Colossus. Sacrifice 2 artifacts, return this card from the graveyard to your hand. Say okay. Sacrifice, sacrifice. So they can cast a Metalwork Colossus, but then they're just dead. We have 19 in the air. All right, and we get there. So do we have anything else that we want to bring in? It's basically dodge Metalwork Colossus or bust. We know that they have Blood Moons. Force of Vigor's solid. And then we only have 2 artifact hate cards. I think we just run it back. This hand has Force, Utopia Sprawl, Rumble, just in case they have Blood Moon, but it doesn't have any artifact hate. We do have the Rumble. I'm going to try it. All right, they don't have, what's it called, so that's good. And this also gets around Pithing Needle in case they have that turn 1. But they're probably just going to ramp. Wow, there's the Force of Vigor. Utopia Sprawl. I'm going to name green here. Probably going to hardcast this. Rumble. They find Scale and Border Post. They take the Chess. Uggin's Lab. That's Rumble. We find World Breaker. We'll take that. This is only 3 less, so it's still 7 mana. And this is 2 mana, 3 mana. So we have some time, so let's play this tapped and pass. This Force of Vigor should, like, do a lot of work. They play Vista. They get on the mountain. They just cast Border Post. So right now the Metalwork Colossus costs 4 mana, so they can cast it next turn. So we're probably just going to blow these up. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're close to casting this. Let's just eat these. Make it so that you can't cast Colossus next turn. And then next turn we can just cast World Breaker, and then we can evoke Heragast, and we can get rid of their forest, so that way they can Blood Moon themselves out. Maybe. Icetill. Alright, no Ghost Quarters, unfortunately. We could get it if we want with World Breaker. Actually, so let's cast Sanctum to... I guess we could have Uggin's Lab, so now we have to sack this. That's my bad. Yeah, we should have just done that. Eat the forest. Do we want to sack this for anything? Red. We don't have double red either for the emerge. I'm gonna say yes. Could get Battle Mage. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. Can play Icetill. Yeah, let's get a Battle Mage. Let's play it safe. I think it's totally fine. Then we'll just pass. Oh, yeah, the scale. Next turn we can Icetill and get back Sanctum and Forest, which is a reason to sacrifice the Stomping Ground. So now that we drew the second red source, we could have gotten Emrakul and Emrakul. It's okay though. Let's attack. Alright, they take it. Cast Icetill. Start with the Sanctum. Mill a Heragast. Play another Forest. Oh no, we milled the Emrakul. And then we'll just pass. So they know we have the Wayscape, so even if they go Metalwork Colossus, we just get to kill it. And we get to exile it, so they can't even get it back from the graveyard. And they also don't have artifacts to flash it back, so draw Shifting Woodland. We'll play that out. So now we can Shifting Woodland and Emrakul next turn if we feel like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, we can just cast Heragast. Play Uggin's Lab. Say no. They're gonna have to start chumping, I guess, next turn. We'd love to pitch this hand and draw 3 new cards, but I think Wayscape is just kind of sealing the deal here. And this is also just... So we could emerge if we really wanted to, but we can just cast it instead. And then we can just go get the Emrakul. I guess we could have emerged and then got Emrakul. Yeah, that's my bad. You could just emerge it and then use the leftover mana. I'm like overthinking this when it's just emerge off World Breaker, cast Emrakul. Get Emrakul. No, but we can just do this now anyway. Cast Emrakul. Same difference, but we could just sack here and have way more mana. Opponent says GG's. Oh, their hand's just Border Posts. We're not going to cast any of these. Alright, cool. We beat the all-in combo deck. Match 3 on the play. And this is a 1-lander with Devour. You could keep looking for a land, but the rest of the hand's not very good either, so let's mulligan. This is a triple temple hand. It's not the greatest. We're going to keep... we have Icetill, Ghost Quarter. We have no green mana, but we have triple temple. And I'm not going to go to 5. Let's put back Bog. I'm just going to really hope these temples get us there. I guess you could go to 5, like if you really wanted to, just because, again, we have no green mana. We have a 9 cast here. We have a lot of good draws. We'll be fine. Bajuka Bog. Alright, so this is going to be Necro, World Breaker. If nothing else, we could always Ghost Quarter ourselves. Sign in Blood. Now they have to clean up, discard a push, draw Sanctum. I'm just going to play another temple. We have 6 mana. I guess they're probably just going to have Necro. Yep. See what they do. They have 6 cards in hand. They're at 18 life. And they have a million swamps, so Ghost Quarter doesn't really do much. Draw Commercial District. It's a green source. Kozilek's Return. We'll graveyard that. Now we get to World Breaker, the Necro. Ugh, they have Shieldred. So now they get to draw a million cards. It sucks that we kept this really bad hand against like a combo deck. If this was not a combo deck, we'd be in a better spot. All right, so they draw like 10 cards, up to 32. Let's see what they exile. They're definitely going to hit us in the face with, what's it called? Wow, they didn't find any, can't remember what it's called. All right, trigger Shieldred. 6, 7, 8. I don't want to trigger, do we want to trigger Sanctum of Ugin for anything? We could find Emrakul, but we're still missing the double red. We can just hardcast, Haragast. Could also look for a Myco spawn for the red. Rumble could probably find red. Yeah, I think we're just going to chill. I mean, Icetill, we just have no double colors, so it's just super awkward. We'll do it next turn. So we can exile Necro, and then we can trigger Kozilek's Return and kill this. So it's just kind of like a huge swing here. Play Ghost Quarter and pass the turn. I wonder if they kept an extra Necro in hand. They exiled 1. All right, they did keep it just in case, and they're at 32 life. We could always Ghost Quarter one of our temples. They drew 12 cards, and they didn't find another. Wow, they have not found. I still can't remember the name, but you guys know what I'm talking about. All right, they just scoop. Wow. All right, so I'm glad we won with that terrible keep. We have Wayscape Battle Mage. We have Disruptor Flute, Dismember. Kozilek's Return's really not that good. It just happened to be good that match. We have all of this. I think Ghost Quarter can come out. Force of Vigor. Force of Vigor is not the greatest, but you can just kill Necro before it pops off. We do like the Emrakuls. We can take out 1 Haragast and 1 Icetill and try that. This is another 1-lander. No green mana. So we're going to be good this time, and we're going to mulligan into a no-lander. Wow. All right, guess we're going to 5. All right, we will keep this. We have the Force. We have Icetill. Keep. Put back Bajuka Bog. That kind of sucks. Probably Icetill. We don't have any lands, and we have no fetch lands anyway. And in terms of casting Force of Vigor, I guess we'll see. We're going to be ramping, so turn 1 Utopia Sprawl into that. Okay, that's not the greatest. Haragast, name red. We get a Myco spawn next turn, and then we'll be able to hardcast Force of Vigor by the time they have it. All right, Sign in Blood like usual. Ghost Quarter. So let's cast Myco spawn. We do need the green mana, which kind of sucks. So we're probably just going to get a Stomping Ground tapped. And we'll just get the Wooded Foothills. We'll get the Wooded Foothills just in case we draw Icetill, so that'll be in the yard. You could just get the Commercial District and save yourself 1 life. Oh no. They drew Thoughtseize. Let's see what they take. Probably Force of Vigor, but they're not casting Necro this turn. That just really sucks. Oh, they take the Haragast. Oh, they break the ice. All right. A little rough there. Now we have no colorless mana short of this Ghost Quarter. We'll Surveil. I guess we'll keep it on top. We obviously have nothing to cast with it, but like it'll be fine once we do. And we're not going to play it. We'll play it when we need to. Get them for 3. The more damage we do, the worse Necro is for them. As long as they don't draw Shieldred. 3 mana. Oh no, they have Necro. Alright, we're just going to force this now. Kind of a weird cast. I guess they want to get it out of our hand. Fatal Push, sure. They could cast that whenever, so it didn't matter when we forced. Bajuka Bog. We'll just bog them. They have 2 cards in hand. Of course it's a Shieldred. Draw Talisman. Play Talisman. Play out the Temple. Looking for a really good top deck. Looks like they have Break the Ice for the Temple. Wow, we drew Emrakul. This costs 10 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ugh, so close. If they didn't break the ice the one time, we would have been set. Thoughtseize. Damn. Oh, we draw Devour. That's probably one of the better draws. Probably one of the best. Cast Devour. Get rid of. Maybe they have another one. Of course they do. All right. Rumble. We're still alive. All right, let's rumble like this. Maybe we can find like Haragast or Myco Spawn. Not the greatest. We will kick it though. Kick the Myco Spawn. Could get a Shifting Woodland. So if we can live 1 turn, do they have, oh, Sign in Blood? Oh no, they targeted us. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's a good play by them. We would have been able to Shifting Woodland for the win. All right, let's run it back. On the play for game 3. I mean, this hand loses really hard to break the ice. We have Kozilek's Command. I'm going to mulligan. Ugh, this is a 1-lander. I'm going to keep, put back Rumble. Yeah, put back a Rumble. We're just going to Surveil, looking for lands. Against a Thoughtseize deck, I really don't want to go to 5. Or Inquisition, yep. Pretty brutal hands. They take the Rumble. Makes sense. We will Surveil. Ugh, Kozilek's Command to the graveyard. And we miss. See how long we miss for. They just play a Swamp. We miss again. We have Dismember for Shieldred. That's about it. Ugh, they Bowmasters. See if they have the Necro also. They get in with Bowmasters. We draw the Temple. So we could Flute, Break the Ice. I think we're too far behind. We could also Flute, Shieldred, but we're just going to Dismember it. We just gotta hope they don't have it, but I feel like they do. Castle. There's Shieldred. Get him for 2. Cast Dismember. We have no Urborg to save life. Ghost Quarter. So I'm going to micro-spawn, get a Temple, Ghost Quarter, Disruptor Flute, Shieldred. There's no way they would run it out if they didn't have another one. Get a Temple, Ghost Quarter, Disruptor Flute, name Shieldred the Apocalypse. And then next turn we can Kozilek's Command and try to get a big thing going. Do they have Necro? Ugh, they have Necro. It's like hit or miss. You can name Necro, you can name Shieldred. I'm surprised they didn't run Necro out there. They must have like top decked it, because I feel like that's definitely a Necro play. They draw 6. They're going to be able to just hit us in the face and kill us. Yeah, there's one Soul Spike. You could also name Soul Spike. There's a bunch of things you can name with Disruptor Flute. That's why we brought them in, but the way they played, we assume they had Shieldred. Maybe you don't name Shieldred because we have the Kozilek's Command. Play Forest. I think we're going to just Scry Draw, make spawn. I know we're going to get pinged by the Bowmasters, but it's kind of whatever. Alright, we didn't leave any colored mana up for anything else for this. Maybe that was a mistake. Bottom, bottom, bottom. Yeah, now we might just lose because we're going to get pinged to 5. This can ping us. Bottom. Well, top. They ping us. Play out a Talisman. And we'll pass. Again, most likely dead to Soul Spike. They should just draw 17 cards. Alright, there's the Thoughtseize, which is why we stacked it this way. Because if they take World Breaker, then we can't get rid of this. If they take this, we still get to cast it and draw World Breaker. So we should be dead here. They do draw 15 cards, which is what they're supposed to do. They're at 1. They should have like a March or something to gain life also. Yeah, let's see what they got rid of. At upkeep, they Bowmasters. They got rid of another Necro, Sign in Blood. Okay. Alright, they upkeep. They target a spawn token. And then they cast Disruptor Flute. What are they going to name? Like Emrakul? They do name Emrakul. Alright, we're going to cast World Breaker. We don't care about this. We're just going to get rid of this just in case they can draw or like gain life. We're going to attack with Micro Spawn. They have to chump. Alright, end step. How many Shieldreds do they have? Ugh, Sign in Blood. Damn. Dude, Sign in Blood won them both times. Can't do anything with Kozilek's Command either, right? Because if we Scry Draw, make spawn, I don't think there's anything we can do, right? There's no way we can do like 1 damage to them. No, damn. Alright, match 4 on the play. Another questionable hand. We don't have green mana. We do have Kozilek's Command and Eldrazi Temple, so I'm probably going to keep just based off that. If anything, well, I don't know. We'll play Eldrazi Temple, Plains. We'll see if this is the mono-white land destruction deck. Ugin's Lab, wow, that's a solid pickup. Put Emrakul underneath, and we'll just pass, looking to Scry Draw, make spawn. Double Plains. Ugh, of course. Let's see what they target. Alright, they target this. We're happy about that because now we get to keep this and still tap it for mana. But it's just unfortunate we got paired against this. Get a Forest. We're gonna exile. I don't think they have flicker effects, but they might. Nah, I don't think they have flicker effects, so we're just gonna ignore this. We'll see if that punishes us. We also have Kozilek's Return. So we can actually look for Icetill, which would be hilarious. Instead, we find 2 lands. But we want to keep both of these because they're going to just be killing our stuff. Have the Commercial District. I'm like reluctant to tap this because I don't want to get rid of Emrakul. Commercial District. Shifting Woodland. Outside Graveyard. Let's Rumble. Do find the Icetill. The problem is that they also run like Path to Exile and stuff. So we'll see. Maybe they can tap out and we can land this. Field of Ruin. Get him for 2. And then just pass. Could have returned this. We don't want to get fielded. We'll see if they try to field us at upkeep. We have a lot of forests, so it's like not the biggest deal. We also run Talisman. Let's go Temple, Icetill. See if they have like a reprieve or something. They do. Do we want to get this Talisman down? But then we lose Emrakul. I think it's fine. I think we'll chill. Wow, they do have the Ephemerate. Alright, I got by that. Was not expecting the Ephemerate. So this isn't the typical mono white list then, because they're usually not running that. Alright, they do target that. We'll return Emrakul. Again, we have a lot of forests. Get another forest. So they're going to flicker this again, destroy Temple. We just got to hope that they don't have like Path and just all the tempo. Sunken Citadel. Alright, they field. We have nothing. They have 1 Plains left open. Play Ghost Quarter, Icetill. Play Temple. What sucks is because that triggers, they can kill in response, but it doesn't look like they are. I want to get an untapped land so that way we can play the Talisman here. I guess we just get double Temple. Oh, we can only play 1 at a time. That's fine. So it doesn't look like they have a path. They have another demo field for this. That's fine. We also could have used the Eldrazi spawn last time. Ugh, they have a Karn. They downtick. They find Tormod's Crypt. Ugh, well, that's annoying. They pop it immediately. Brutal. Draw another Hurragast. So we could Talisman into Kozilek's Return into kill Karn. I think that's what or attack Karn. I think that's what we have to do. Especially he plays around Ephemerate. So we're gonna cast Talisman. Oh, we don't have the red. Oh my god. Okay, well, yeah, pretty brutal all around. You obviously don't want to queue into the mono white land destruction deck. They let us hit Karn. That's my bad. We should have just played Microspawn. Now they have Crucible. They're going to blow up our Ghost Quarter, and we tapped it, so we can't even do anything. Yeah, that was all kinds of unfortunate there. They plus on Crucible. At least we get to bring this back with Icetill. Worldbreaker. Cast Microspawn. So they can keep fielding us, which sucks, but we only have one red here. Get rid of this. Can't make double red, which sucks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And even if we exile Crucible, they can just down tick and get it with Karn. Do we get the Temple? They bring that back, kill Temple. No red mana. I think we still get Temple. Oh, you know what? We should have gotten Wooded Foothills. So, yeah, we should have got Wooded Foothills so that way we could crack it and bring it back with Icetill. That's my bad. They get the demo field. They blow up the Temple. Say no. But by getting the Temple, we do get to Worldbreaker. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They plus on Crucible. They play Eject. Not looking good for us. Sanctum. 3, 4, 5, 6. Cost 10. Yeah, we just have to pass. Actually, let's attack. We'll attack Karn. They jump with White Orchid Phantom. They demo. Probably demo Sanctum. They down tick on Karn. They get Liquid Metal Coating. That's going to make it even harder. They're probably going to Coating. Okay, that's fine. We have 4 mana to work with. Talisman, that does nothing. Assuming they have removal for this. This is brutal. We'll play a little bit, but probably just going to concede. Draw Stomping Ground. A little too late. Yeah, we'll just pack it in. Alright, the Anti-Tron deck. Definitely want the Flutes. Kozilek's Return, not that good. Dismember is not even really that good. Magus shuts off the field effects. Like 1 Kozilek's Return. I mean, maybe we just bring in Dismember for the White Orchid Phantom and the Ephemerates. Don't think we want Devour. Even Battle Mage is not that good. We'll try that. We just kind of have to get lucky and hope they don't just have everything. Alright, we're going to try this. We have a lot of lands to work with. They don't need much. And they just scoop. Cool. Alright, I appreciate that. We just run it back. Another solid hand we're going to keep. Plains. Utopia Sprawl. This is really good against White Orchid Phantom. They have March. That's fine. They exiled Solitude. So now we got to decide if we want to worry about field right now. Or we just want to... I mean, they could have Reprieve. We could Surveil. So we could Disruptor Flute the Demolition Field. If they have Karn, we're kind of SOL, maybe? I think I'm just going to main phase the Flute. Or actually, I'm going to upkeep it. Just in case they have Reprieve. Demolition Field. They could always have White Orchid Phantom. And if they have Reprieve, like the cast triggers, we don't care about that. Cast Microspawn. Get a Temple. They could have Path. They could have March on the Flute. Wow, double March. Okay. So they're definitely going to field a Temple. Tap land. Okay. Alright, they field. Get a Forest. Draw Dismember. Can play this. Get him for 3. They might have like a Path. Maybe they don't want to use it right away. Can kick a Microspawn. Meet their Witch Blessed. And they concede. Jesus. I guess they're over it. Alright, welcome to the final match on the draw. And we're going to keep this hand. We have big drops for Ugin's Lab. Arena of Glory tapped. I really hope this is energy because we have the Kozilek's Return in hand. Oh, we draw the Temple as well. Let's go Ugin's Lab. Put an Emrakul. We don't have red mana. That's the only downside. But we have Kozilek's Command to find it. Let's see if they go a Johnny here. We'd love it if they did nothing, obviously. Alright, there's a Johnny. So we're just going to have to Kozilek's Command, kill that, and probably draw. Maybe unless we draw a red source. We do draw the red source. Man, I'd love to Kozilek's Command this. But maybe we'll get better value out of it a little later. So it's Temple. We're going to do this now so that way they can't Galv Blast it in response. So we're going to Scry Draw, Exile, Emrakul to the bottom, Temple to the top. That doesn't help with our red mana yet, but it will. We can also just kill them. Tap land, Dash Ragavan. What'd they exile? Ugin's Lab. Okay, cool. Bajuka Bog, that's good for Blage. So we can Forest. Oh man, it's so awkward. Forest, Rumble, Forest, Utopia Sprawl. Let's Rumble here. Oh, we get to put Kozilek's Return into the graveyard. Icetill, Worldbreaker. The mana is pretty awkward. We only have 1 Forest. This is going to name red. But now we just want to probably take Worldbreaker to trigger Kozilek's Return. You could also not take it and leave it in the graveyard to get back later, but it's fine. Alright, we'll pass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can actually chump with this and trigger Worldbreaker. I'm just not sure what's in their hand. They're not really doing anything. But we are kind of prolonging our turns by not having colored mana. Oh, hasty stuff. We'd love for them to overcommit here. Oh my god, main deck Blood Moon? I guess we're just going to, just Utopia here. That's funny. I mean, you do see this occasionally, and then they're gonna Dash Ragavan. Or just cast Ragavan, okay. So we're gonna take it. They reveal a Talisman, that would have been nice. And then they cast Discharge. We'll sacrifice, draw another Hurgas, that's not good. So we have Kozilek's Return we can cast. Let's Utopia Sprawl here. Name green, play out Temple, And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. Then we just need one more for all this. They only have 1 planes. So we're just gonna Kozilek's Return. If they have something, they can only play one thing. Goblin Bombardment. Alright, well I'm glad we got to do that before they cast that. Static Prison on Utopia Sprawl. Misty. Play that out. Pass 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just gotta hope they don't have more threats. Please don't be Spyro. Alright. Talisman. Pretty good draw. Play Talisman out. They use their last energy. They're still stuck on 1 white mana. That's probably like the only saving grace here. Ocelot Pride. And another Spyro. Wow. Good draws for them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to clear the board. They're going to ping us for 3. But we're going to get to do a bunch of good stuff here. Third Heragast. Pretty terrible. Our draws have been garbage. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Close. We can get rid of the Blood Moon. Yeah, let's get rid of the Blood Moon. Because they're going to sack everything anyway. Oh, or not. No. So this does unlock white mana for them. But we just have so many good payoffs that we don't really care. Alright, they're just like hardcore surveilling at upkeep. I guess if they find a Flage they could put it in the yard, that would be disastrous. We also get our, oh my god, they found the Flage. That's insane. So if they haste Flage, they deal 3, they attack, deal 3. That's actually insane. Unless they target Worldbreaker. Nah, they target us. Then they attack, deal 3 more. We bounce. They're at 25. Ghost Quarter. Crazy. Alright, let's attack. Our hand is pretty awful. But we're not going to be able to change it because we want this. So let's go red, red. Sacrifice. This deals 7. I'm going to say no. Because I want to sacrifice it with Goblin Bombardment. Maybe they're going to do it anyway, but no. Then we can sacrifice here. Target them. Alright, now they sack. Say no. Play Ghost Quarter. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Could get a forest, go to 1. I don't think I want to go to 1. Alright, let's see what their hand looks like. Oh my gosh. Their hand's pretty gross, but we're just going to get rid of everything. Cast a Johnny. Sacrifice a Johnny first. Sacrifice a cat. Cast Thraben Charm. Exile. Graveyards. And that's it. Do we want to get rid of Arena? I think we do. 4, well, 1, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, yeah. Sacrifice here. Say no. Alright, let's see if we can survive. They have a Goblin Bombardment, so if they draw, like, pretty much any creature, we lose. Guide of Souls. Alright, that's not nothing. World Breaker. Let's attack. Put them down to 5. Ugh, we need double red. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, let's cast Heragast. We're just going to be looking for another Emrakul to take their turn. I mean, I guess we'll just sweep this, too, if they don't sack it. Okay, they do sack it. No, we don't find it. Alright, so we have 1 turn. Can we get there? No creature, no creature, no creature. Yes, no creature. All right. So against energy, we want Kozilek's Return and Dismember. Disruptor Flute can be good against Bombardment and a Johnny. Battle Mage good against Moon and Bombardment. Usually the top end's not very good here. We want like these 6. Icetill's not the greatest. I like Devour. I'll try that. We are taking a lot of the top end out, which makes Ugin's Lab weaker, but I think it should be fine. This hand... I feel like every hand we have Heragast, Emrakul. We have turn 1 Utopia Sprawl, turn 2 Temple with Kozilek's Command. Let's try it. I know it doesn't have Kozilek's Return, but we'll see. Guide of Souls. Also doesn't have Dismember. There it is. Forest. So we could Dismember this now. I'm just going to Dismember now. Sometimes, like, them having the Guide of Souls is just insane. You could save it for a Johnny. You don't know if they have, like, Guide Pride. Here's Elegant Parlor. They do keep it on top, and they pass. Oh, God, another Emrakul. Our draws have been garbage. Utopia Sprawl. We will name red, even if they have a Blood Moon, which I'm assuming they have. This is just awful, though. We only have 2 in the deck, and we drew both of them. Let's see if they have Flage or Blood Moon. They have no white mana, so if they Blood Moon, they're just screwed. They're thinking about it. Hasty... what is this? Gun Bombardment for Ragavan? They find... damn, we would have liked that, actually. Scry Draw, make Spawn. I know we're not getting rid of Ragavan, but it's whatever. Nah, let's just get rid of Ragavan. They're going to sack it anyway, but if they don't, I think it's worth it, I guess. But I do want to Scry Draw, because I want to look for a land. They sack it. Okay, cool. We'll top. Then we'll pass. They have 4 cards in hand. Good amount of mana. Lots of mana. They get a Plains. Is this Blood Moon time? Oh, they have the Dash Ragavan, of course. They're going to hit the Talisman, which they can cast if they want. Oh, they Flage us. All right. Down to 6? Our draws are just so clunky. We would have loved that Temple. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Probably going to game 3. Disruptor Flute. Yeah, we only have 5 mana. Emrakul costs 10. I'm going to save this Disruptor Flute. We don't have to main phase right now. Because if they want to try to like Flage or something, let's say 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that doesn't do anything. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. They're hasting something, so we're probably just dead. I'll Disruptive Flute now before that's cast. Probably not winning this game though. We're going to go to 4. And then whatever this is. Tell me their last card is Spyro again. Oh, it's another Flage. 3, 4, 5. Yeah. All right, let's try not to draw. We literally drew all our top end. We boarded them out and we still drew them. On the play for the final game. All right, we're going to keep this. We have Forest, Utopia Sprawl, Kozilek's Return. Just want to draw some lands, but we can rumble looking for lands. We want them to go wide here. Sacred Foundry, Ragavan. Ragavan's awkward here because, oh, actually, all right, so we should have rumbled there. For some reason, I was thinking we could cast Kozilek's Command. We could also hold up. So we could have rumbled there. We're going to take the hit. I really don't want to waste rumble on one Ragavan. Ugin's Lab would have been really nice. Ugh, come on, play a bunch of stuff. Molten Rain. Most energy decks are not playing any of these cards, so the fact that we're playing against the one random deck that is pretty unfortunate. Ghost Quarter. Play against a lot of land destruction this league. Find a temple. I guess we do want the Icetills. I just wasn't expecting Molten Rain. This is like last year's version. They cracked. See if they have Flage for the token here. Guide of Souls. Please don't be a Johnny. Dash Ragavan. Yeah, we'll take it. Really hard to beat them having just all the Ragavans. Here's Dismember, which is nice. You just want to dodge the Blood Moons, Molten Rains, and Ragavans, and they had all of it. Just pass. We'll block Ragavan, and then Dismember Ragavan. We can Kozilek's Command this. We'll see what they do. We have X equals 3. Oh my god, and they have Magus? Who hurt them? So let's float. We have Dismember for this, I guess. Should have killed this in response. See if they want to play Ragavan out. Voice of Victory. Okay, well, we have to do that now then. So that's Kozilek's Command, exile, create spawn. And then we'll just do this on our turn so that way we don't have to use spawn. Another Kozilek's Command. So let's Dismember this, and then we'll exile this creature, and then I really want to make land drops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I guess we'll just make spawn. Our hand's decent. They just have to like stop drawing bangers. I mean, we're drawing pretty well with Kozilek's Dismember, but we just want to cast something. We're just playing defense the whole time. All right, they Flage. See if they target us. Okay, they do target us. So they Flage next turn, unless we can find another Kozilek's Command. Or Bojuka Bog. There's Ragavan. Icetill. We have no red mana for Emerge, but we can... We don't have double green either for Icetill. Jesus. I guess we're just gonna cast Worldbreaker. Exile this. I'm gonna say no to the Kozilek's Return. This blocks everything profitably. They're just gonna Surveil, get the other red. So we don't have double green. We don't have any red. Our mana has just been atrocious. See if they just cast Flage here. Alright, there's Flage. They target us. And we draw. Just a little late. That's crazy, man. Very unlucky game here. Yeah, I don't know. I think we just pass. They can attack. We just bounce. We go to 3. Without drawing lands, there's like nothing we can do. See if they attack with both or just Flage. Okay. They attack with Flage. Probably dead this turn. They target Worldbreaker. Alright, I guess we'll just chump. I don't even know what the name with Disruptor Flute. I'll save it. That's kind of a weird play. I don't think they were like thinking that through. Oh, they just have Spyro anyway. Alright, we'll pass. Draw Sanctum. That does nothing. Can float, sacrifice, get a forest, cast Icetill. And sadly, we don't have any mountains in the graveyard. We don't have any temples in the graveyard. Ghost Quarter. There's a Misty. Kind of just like prolonging the inevitable. They're just going to get in with everything. They had us for 3. Block here. And we're dead. Super unlucky game. Alright, so that was Eldrazi Ramp featuring the new Icetill Explorer in Modern. So overall, I think that league went pretty well. We were able to beat the mono-white land destruction deck, which was pretty funny. That last match was a tragedy. We just drew poorly and it just did not work out. But the other games were pretty decent. So we were looking to test Icetill Explorer, so what do we think about it? I think maybe having 4 is too many. Like we said before, I wanted 4 just for testing purposes. When we did have it in play, it was pretty nice, especially when they destroyed our lands. It's a pretty solid ramp card, and it's a pretty solid card overall. I was kind of expecting it to do a little bit more, but I think it did okay. Overall, I was a little disappointed with the deck, especially the mana. For being just a 2-color deck, getting double green or double red felt really tough. I know the matchups for getting double red and double green weren't the greatest this time, but it still felt tough. Maybe you could go back to the Team version. We've always enjoyed that on the channel. But in the end, I think having some number of Icetill Explorer is good in this deck. But that'll do it for me. Thank you so much for watching this Eldrazi video. If you want to see more Eldrazi content like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time. Peace.